The thing here is I don't suggest starting to trade with like $1,000 because it's too small of an amount. I know most of you guys are sitting here with like $400 and you want to start gamble with that money. I actually suggest working, earning more money, putting to the side. But of course you can start practicing trading right now here as well. The thing is, if you start trading with $1,000, what's going to happen is that once you start making good trades and making a lot of money, or well, making good returns, like 120% returns, the amount of money that you're gonna make compared to the effort that you put into trading is the risk to reward ratio. It's gonna be like too small for your brain to be satisfied by the results. So that's why I usually say like work, make some more money, put some more money to the side and just start doing the trades and gaining momentum. So we have been making massive amounts of gains every single week. 44%, 23%, big gains. Let's just say that you are making a solid 15% per week trading like this. And as you guys can see, we're making way more than that, like 122% in just one single trade here, 32%. We can go even further back and you guys can see here as well, 25%, 22, 31%. Well, CLV was actually a 16% trade. So I guess it's kind of realistic. 15% annually. I know this is going to be, you know, if we do per week, compounding frequency is going to compound weekly. And we're going to do this for 1 year. If you want to add like $100 a month, you could, but we're not gonna do that right now. And we calculate. So this is the insane thing right here. If you start with $5,000 and you manage to make 15% a week, over a single year, you can retire. I think most of you guys are gonna find out pretty quickly. If you're not experienced, you're not gonna make 15%. And you might say that as well, like, why am I not sitting with millions of dollars right now if this worked this well? Here is the key thing. As I talked about in the beginning, the smaller you are as a player, you're standing here with your tiny little sword, and you guys are probably standing there with knives or no sword at all. Grab your goddamn sword and head into the battlefield. The thing is, when you become a bigger player, when you have a bigger army to move, the impact you have on the battlefield, on the market is going to be bigger and bigger, and it's going to be harder to make and extract money. So the more money you're trading with, the harder it is going to be to actually cash out, and bigger of an effect you're going to have on the market. Imagine you have the market sitting here right now and you want to short this project. You put in a short with $1 million, you're actually going to crash the project so hard. And then people are going to see that as an opportunity and they are going to buy and pump the project right after. And the second you put in your big trade, you're going to end up losing money. That is what happens when you are a whale. The first times, like 3 years ago, when I started trading with more amounts of money, that is what happened with smaller projects. I was putting in bigger amounts of money, and I actually ended up burning myself a few times just for affecting the market too much with my trades. Like I was putting in a trade and it would make the market move so much that people actually took that as an opportunity. If I longed, they saw me as exit liquidity. So once you make more money, you have to trade it very, very carefully. Let's just set up a realistic goal here. Every single week you try to make 2%, just 2%. You type in 2%, you hit calculate, you start with $5,000. First year, you're gonna be up to $14,000, and 2% is gonna sound like absolutely nothing, and it's not a lot, but compounding this interest over time is what's gonna give you all of your money. If we do it for 3 years, your 5K has turned into $100,000. If you can move it up to just 3% weekly over 3 years, 500K, 4% weekly, 2.2 million. This is the thing here. The percentages don't need to be that big. Just a small percentage every single week. That is why you don't need to FOMO into every single project. You don't need to FOMO into every single new thing that happens, every single movement. You just wait for that perfect opportunity every single week. That is the thing here. Like in the memberships, I post the technical analysis and I post my own personal trades. And sometimes it takes like 3 days and people are questioning like, where are all the trades? Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened, requested technical analysis, nothing has happened. Like I post some updates here and there, and then suddenly, boom, 3 trades are in, move in along. Kava, Sui, and other trades are in a short. Just a couple of hours later, 100% success rate, big gains on all this. This is just how this plays out. It's very fast, but I wait for the perfect opportunities. I don't play or do all the trades. I just wait for that perfect opportunity. You only need a few percent each week in order to compound your interest over time and make massive amounts of money.